guys taken away from that particular game?
Well, Scarlets were a tough opponent, especially breakdown, set piece. You're going to get a good workout, and even with the week before against Treviso, we feel coming out of those 2 games, it's a great prelude to Northampton. You couldn't get it better really, because obviously Heineken Cup, everyone ups their game, but the opposition we've just had the last 2 weeks, I think with the guys that were involved, we needed to get stuff right against them, and if we didn't, there'd be a concern going in this weekend. There's still areas we need to work on from the weekend if we're going to have a decent show against Northampton.
Looking at Northampton in particular, they've just played so well this season, and we know from what they've done in the Heineken Cup, they're a big team for you guys, aren't they?
Oh yeah, and obviously last year, you saw them with Ulster, and then the Heineken Cup just brings the best out of everyone. But they seem to be in a good place. They've got an extra coach in there this year, I think, and their group seems to be really tight. So it's going to be really interesting in terms of just the whole weekend itself. But for us, it's a real crucial point in our season,
From Leinster's point of view, what's it been like getting all the internationals back in and just trying to mould them together again with 2 big games like this around the corner?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of business as usual, really. They come in, they've got to fit back in, It's not like we have to try and change things for them to fit in. They've just got to get in, know their stuff. I mean, they've had some games on their belt already. We've already played Heineken Cup, so there's a lot of stuff there that can just flick the switch. And I suppose for us, it's making sure that those guys have clarity going into the week, first and foremost, and using Leinster calls and not the Irish stuff, and then you're away, and I think that's the key things for us. But we've got a good tight-knit unit, the leaders have got around everyone, and hopefully we can at least at the field on Saturday and look like we know what we're doing.
Crucially, it's getting them all fit as well. Brian in particular, is he going to be good to go for these 2 games?
Yeah, well, he's going through the post-match protocols of the All Black game, and so we'll be doing that to the letter of the law, and if he comes through, and it would be great to have him on board. And he's only played 1 or 2 games for us this season, and obviously the big games in November, but we'll see what happens there, yeah.
And from your point of view, is everybody else okay?
Everyone's trucking along pretty well, to be fair. Yeah, there's no one that you're always going to get a couple of little things that might creep into it, but fingers crossed that we'll have a reasonably good group to choose from,